Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Cities Skylines. Finally, I'm back. I had a few recording problems just before starting this that I'm not sure why they happened, but I've got them fixed now. Anyways, last time we left off, we had just done another little expansion of our city and added in a few more residential and some more industrial. And we'd unlocked a couple of new things, including bus routes, to name just one. And we're starting to have problems in that we don't have enough elementary schools. So let us fix that while we're able. Elementary school? Yay! And also, we need cemeteries, so we have somewhere to stick the dead bodies when people eventually croak. Somewhere around this general area is a good place for our cemetery, I think, seeing as that's just outside of the zone that we're going to be putting that stuff in. I'm also installing a firehouse over here in the industrial because this place is where all of the damn fires are going to happen, so they need someone on hand to help with that. I'm also going to be trying to save up 30 grand to get a bus depot up and running. Because I want to be able to get bus routes going so that I can fix that problem. We haven't unlocked universities yet. Elementary schools, I need 10 grand to get another one, and I want another elementary school. I'm starting to need one. So there we go, have one more elementary school. So that those people can start to get edumacated. Speaking of your edumacation, a few more you people could do with somewhere to live, I think. And we need more commercial. Industrial's not a problem. There's plenty of that growing in right now, but I'm gonna kick it up to 2-speed for the time being. And just let things happen as they will. It's nighttime and raining right now, it seems. A building here has been abandoned. They didn't have enough workers, so they just decided to close up shop. Okay, who is it? Not enough workers at the ice cube factory. Why there's a factory for ice cubes in my city, I have no fucking clue. Not a damned clue. But we have a nice influx of cash and population right now. Our city's getting to be pretty popular, and we're making a decent chunk of cash off it. So, soon enough, I'm hoping to be able to buy another chunk of land to do some further expansion. I'm thinking that one right there. That needs 3,400. Let's see, that needs 4,800. I could just buy the one up north just because it's the most viable, but if I get this one over here off to the left, that will give us access to the interstate. And we'll be able to start setting up direct interstate connections. And that's going to make things a whole lot easier. But would you look at that? Power problems again. So I think it's time for another wind turbine. We're in the yellow now. I would prefer to be in the red, though. So, another wind turbine, I think? We still need more wind turbines to be able to do this. But that's going to be a problem. We're also running low on places for people to live, so I'm going to need new ones. We're just producing enough power now to be able to sustain our city. So I will go ahead and buy this chunk of land over here. Expand the city a little further. And stick in this roundabout. Get rid of those. Occupied by an elementary school, apparently, so I can't do that there. Knock down someone's house, knock down a couple of houses to put up some roads to and from this little roundabout, on the other hand, perfectly justifiable. Not enough money yet. I'll have to wait until I have all the ka-ching I need. As I'm setting up another residential zone over here and a couple more industrial, I think. That's my immediate plans, anyhow. But, you know, plans and mice and all that jazz. And I think this is a good enough space to go to. $1,500 thereabouts, and we can get this particular area set up and ready to have people living in it. Going to take some time because I have to have all my money trickling in bit by bit, but it's gonna happen. And we bloody need it. Just look at that residential demand. People really want to come and live here. They love the idea of living in my city. They really do. So now, get me my cash, please. So we're not making money fast enough to be able to build everything that we want to. We'll do that. And I know we have bus services, but I don't have the money to afford them right now, game. I can always... And I'll put another couple of zones in other places soon enough. But for now... I can do that, and... People are starting to bitch about taxes again. Why am I not surprised by this? It's taxes. Bitching about taxes is basically a requirement to be a human being, I think. I'll get to that eventually. For now, I need to get my water and everything nice and set up. I guess it's something about how they're leveling up to a certain point, and therefore, since these buildings are much more high level, they want to be giving us, i.e. the government, less of their moolah. Now, let's do a little of this, and it's now time for a little zoning. Get some places to live set up. Right, like this. Then right over here, I think this little roundabout and the place that's leading down into it, we can stick some more commercial for people to do their shopping at. But now I can lower them their taxes, I guess. We'll drop everywhere down to 12%, I guess. And then I'll go knock down the couple buildings that have been abandoned. And that fixes their tax complaints, fortunately. I'll be putting a road there once I finish knocking down these couple of people's homes. Well, just this one or two people's homes. They can have that so that there's a connection to this place. And this one residential can actually get them back into town. That would be nice. Now, let me see. Good, we did get water there. Not going too badly. 4,600 to be a busy town. And we're addressing all our needs right now, except for more industry that people are crying out for at the moment. Get me a few more of those. And get rid of that useless building. Now over here, we've got commercial coming in nicely. Our residential demand is being seen to. Now we're starting to need more industry. So, I've been thinking, this area over here is rather nice looking. Once I get enough money, I'm going to designate this as a farming zone. I'm going to set it up to be a bunch of farms and everything, and they can just export their products straight onto the highway. I'll have a couple of roads going over it to get them there. That'll be about it. Radio masts to warn people of emergencies. It's not a huge priority, honestly. We can live without it for now. But we can go up to the fastest speed, I think. Right now, we haven't got a whole lot that we need to spend our money on. I'm saving up for a few things that I'd like to get, but it's nothing too urgent. So we're just saving up money and trying to tempt people to come into our cities. That is basically all that's going on right now. Please shut up. I would like to not hear you bitch at me for once. Nice job on the needs. Again, please shut the hell up. Our power needs are beginning to become questionable again. So I'll get another one of these coal plants. That should cover it for the time being. Since in this city I don't give a damn about pollution, I'm just going to be putting down this farm because I think it would be helpful. But like I said, this area over here is going to be replaced by farms. It'll take a bit of time, obviously. I want to get it set up and everything, but this will be our farm area. And it's going to need a lot of water, I can tell you that much right now. One free comment for the lot of you. Farms need a hell of a lot of water. Now, I can put this in also. And then one of these. Now we'll do two roads onto the highway like that. And then a route into there. Actually, let's go to the upgrade tool. I want this ramp I'm using to be a two-way. That's going to be one of the ways into town from this farm that the workers are actually going to use to get places. $7,800. Bit too pricey. $3,000 right here on the other hand. I could go with that. No. 10K, I think not. That'll do us nicely. And now it's time for us to have a zone here. This is going to be for farming. Let's just get it all set up and everything. That should do us nicely. Industrial specializations. Farming industry. I probably put that in a completely unsuitable location, didn't I? Let's actually check. Yeah. It's not great for fertile land, but there's a decent number of trees in here, so how would I make it forestry instead? That way the place can still do something resembling specialized industry. Let's see. Not enough educated workers is the complaint we're getting now. We don't have university available yet, but what they want is more high school educated workers, because we're having a little bit of a drought of those. I'll set up the water and power lines over here once I see where everything spawns in first. That will do for an initial setup. And actually, I take that back somewhat. I'm going to put all the water and everything in now. So we'll do this. Let's get everything set up. And speaking of, you need more housing. So enjoy that. Plenty of places who continue to be abandoned because of worker issues. I unfortunately cannot solve their worker issues just yet, because we need another 18,000 simoleons to be able to solve that problem. And we have a little bit of a money drought right now. So they're going to have to make do without. At least until I can solve their money problem sufficiently enough. Which is going to be a little bit. The next thing we need to put up is a high school. That'll take some time. But it appears we're approaching having insufficient water. So I think I'm going to deal with that pronto-like. Speaking of which, there we goes. That should deal with the water problem. Power, on the other hand, we're a little bit more questionable. And speaking of being able to deal with that school issue, I'm going to take out a loan for that very purpose. To be able to build a high school. We need one. And right here will help tremendous. And the capacity is now up there for what we need. Excellent. Unfortunately, we're not going to magically educate all the people we need for jobs fucking immediately. It will take some time. But we've now become a busy town, with all of the unlocks that come with that. And I'm sure we'll see all of them used eventually. The next level is Big Town at a population of 7,000, which is when we can buy another area. Which also comes with loads of specializations, and Big Town is especially important because this allows us to unlock high-density residential and commercial, as well as office zones. And lets us advance our cities by getting the more profitable areas, with stuff like that. Blimp pathways, and we're getting all sorts of things unlocked at this stage, including a shit ton of policies. And yes, the ability to have blimps in our city. Because blimps. Why wouldn't you want blimps, right? We could buy one more area now if I wanted to, but I'm probably gonna hold off on that for now. But we have also unlocked quite a few new things, including something I mentioned earlier on in this Let's Play, the advanced wind turbine. It's like a wind turbine, but the main difference being advanced wind turbines can actually be placed on water, and you can get a lot more power out of them as a result. So now, we are a boom town. And I knocked down a few useless buildings. But a bus depot would be hugely valuable. And I'm gonna place mine right in the dead center of my city, I think. And I don't know that I need it, but I'm going to run a water line over that place. What was that? Nothing that matters, fortunately. There we go. I'll have to set up the bus lines to run around my city eventually, but for now I just want to get it up and running so that I can establish things there. But would you look at the smogginess of Smog Square? It certainly fits its name. It's for damned sure. Get rid of that piece of crap. Estimated power production of 20. Get one of those running so that we can have our power give us a nice little safety bump, for lack of a better phrase. now. Nice and industrializing over here. We get to have our timber industry. And luckily for us, that's a rather nice industry because it doesn't pollute everything it touches, unlike the traditional dirty industry that we inevitably have to have a little of. Things are going well for us. And I just want our population to grow faster. When we hit small city, and I still don't have any traffic problems, then I can start to relax. But not until. Speaking of traffic, where is it? Where is the bloody thing? It looks like this area here is a tiny little bit of a bottleneck, so... as well as that one there. I'm going to have to run some alternate routes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run a secondary route from over here to there, and run an alternate route somewhere along this to over there, just to start relieving the traffic problems that I'm seeing start to develop right now. I'll probably see about doing something like that in between in recordings or something, just because it's gonna take me a while and be a little bit of a pain to get all of that set up, and I very much doubt you want to sit through me actually establishing that sort of thing. That said, when I do eventually get a bus line set up, that is absolutely gonna help me out with it. Speaking of which... I'm going to have to knock down some people's houses to get this grid set up for the next stage of it, because we need more housing. But now let's do a little of this. And we can get that going to fit more people into my city. Very nice. Okay, we had a minor dip in population there for a second. Unfortunate, but hardly unexpected. People will want to leave the city at some point. Oh my. Fire alert! Fire alert! Fire! Fire! I think we've just hit a disaster time. There is a fire spreading just outside my fucking city. Halfway in the zone and halfway out of it. Goddamn forest fires. And I'll add in a little bit more commercial. Just to help out here with that whole set of affairs. Disaster Response Unit. I do believe we'll need one of these for, as the name suggests, responding to disasters. And I'm going to put it right there. Everyone, meet our disaster response unit. This will be our counter for those jackasses who want to level our city through terrorism or other such bullshit. And now people are whining about our forestry industry. Well, they can fuck right off, as far as I'm concerned. I'll link that up, just cuz. We need more power over here. I think. So get me more power. Our city is doing very well, as you can see. And that goddamn forest fire's just about ended. Forestry industry appears to not have enough workers. Let's hope we can solve that problem. Otherwise, that's going to be a net drain eventually. And I don't like having a net drain on anything, honestly. A few fires that still burn, but no real issues, thankfully. Okay, I think I'm going to mod out Chirpy, or at the very least, mute his ass, because that is getting to be a real pain in my butt, honestly. It really is. We need to hit 7,000 to become a big town. While I would like that to happen this session, I doubt it will. Then again, I could be wrong. It all depends on how long I record for, really. Because, honestly, I didn't plan to start recording again this soon. I was going to wait until next week or the week after. Okay, why the fuck do you not have enough water? Alright. Whatever it is, there's nothing I can do about it. You're in the water zone. Well connected and everything. But yeah, as I was saying, I was gonna wait until like next week or the week after to do my recording. But then I looked at the date for the release of the next Cities Skylines expansion, and I realized it's in a couple of days. So I really wanted to do as much recording as I could before that comes out, because seeing as it's basically taking the industry system and rewriting it from the ground up, I don't know how that's going to affect this playthrough or any of my mods. So I figured I wanted to record as much of this as I realistically can. I don't think I'll be able to finish the playthrough before that comes out, or any of the mods get updated or anything like that. I've got no illusions along those lines. But if I can record a bunch of it, then we can get closer to concluding this playthrough, at least concluding a good chunk of it. And then that will allow me to worry less about things like how the expansion is going to fuck me over in the future, honestly. And that's a nice thing to worry less about, quite honestly. Landfill usage, eh? Incineration plant will be getting soon once that happens, but for now, pick up another one of those. And then, even though it's in what's supposed to be a clean zone, you can put a garbage dump over there. And a cemetery there. I'm sorry, I don't know what your water problem is, but I cannot fix it. So I had to knock down your house. But I'll do that, just in case it fixes it for the next person. Should at the very least help out a little bit, right? Probably wasn't necessary in the slightest, but I'm gonna do that anyways. I can't unlock a university yet, because we're not high enough level. We have the fire station now, as well as the hospital. And the police headquarters. To help us with things like this, us by letting more vehicles go out and do their jobs. And when we hit 7,000, we also unlocked the prison. Because right now with the police stations, we're just locking up criminals and keeping them behind bars. But if we get a prison, we can actually rehabilitate them and make them functioning members of society again. Which is very nice, because then we can put them back into the pool of workers and they can start making us money again. Because that's all that matters, clearly, how much cash they're bringing in for us. Everything else is not worth our time. Haha. But I think for this particular recording, because I do plan to do multiple recordings before I edit and release this, I think for this one, I'm going to run until the population of my city hits 6,000, and then I will stop recording for tonight. Provided nothing else happens that forces me to stop it before, I just want to get to 6,000. I think that's a good stopping point. It's not quite the 7K that I'm looking for as my next milestone of big town, and it's definitely not the 9,500 of small city, which gets us on the track to having a city running and everything, but it's a good milestone nonetheless, 6,000. And now we are going to just pay back our loan to the bank, since we are rolling in dough at the moment. Absolutely rolling in it. Speaking of which, I'll take a couple of advanced wind turbines, thank you. Get us running some more excess power supply. That should get our power problem nice and solved for the time being. Oops. Put one of those up again. Go fuck yourself, Tweety. I'm going to turn you off soon enough, so don't get used to being able to speak your mind. Do not get used to it. And it looks like our need for more living spaces has expanded yet again. We're having troubles with that. Rather a lot of them. And it's something that needs addressing, so... a little bit of this, and I think expanding where people live to include these couple is a fairly good idea. Also do that. Then you people can start to move in all along there. That should start to sort out that problem for us. Since you folks have places to live. But, dear Lord, my citizens are insatiable. They always just want more space and everything. And we have to keep growing our city. We can't be happy with just being a little town on the ass end of nowhere. No, we have to keep growing it, so if you want to be able to set up a tiny city and just have it stay tiny in this game, then you are probably doomed to disappointment, because that's almost certainly not going to happen ever. And I know I said that... Fire helicopter depot. I'll wait on that, I think. Yeah, I know I said that I would stop at 6,000 people and we're over that. I'll stop at 6,200. I want to stop at the nearest number to what we're at right now. Or rather, I'll stop as soon as we pass that, I should say. I'm not going to be able to stop at exactly that, just because that's not the way this seems to work for the most part. And we're not going to stay over 6,200 forever. But once we pass it, and stay over it for a little bit... And there we are, 6,220 people. I think this is a good place. This is a good place for us to be, so... For tonight, I am going to stop my recording session here. I'll come back and do some more recording very soon. And this is going to be a mammoth-long recording session, I think, in total. Since it's going to be several of them pieced together and all. But, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming. Thank you for watching my Let's Play of Cities Skylines with NewTech City. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. If you have any tips, hints, or suggestions, or just want to rail at me for being totally inept, please leave it in the comments. And I'll catch you next time. See you then, folks. See you then.